Good morning and welcome to Lessons in Love, and today it's lesson 305. There is a peace God's holy child gives us. So we'll take a moment. We're going to allow ourselves to awaken again to peace today. And this is so beautiful because, all our days are becoming more and more peaceful and more easeful by our conscious choosing at the beginning of each day. And therefore, we're moving more and more closer to what is our natural state. It is unnatural to be distressed and upset. And we've only made it normal by repeating habits and patterns over and over again. So it is much more natural to be peaceful, just like it is if you watch animals. They live very peacefully. They tend to live right in the now. Even if their peace gets disturbed in the moment, they return to it very quickly. And generally speaking, they shake off, if you watch dogs or cats or animals in the wild, they shake off their challenging experiences and they return to peace again in the moment. So we are gently closing our eyes down, dropping our awareness inwards and downwards, and becoming conscious of the peace that lies inside in our hearts. There is a well inside in our hearts in which there is so much peace, an abundance of peace, an abundance of love, a chalice that can overflow, filled with love's gifts, joy, lightness, laughter, fun, ease, grace, even a sense of space or spaciousness in our lives. Breathe deeply into your heart center and feel your chest expand. Feel the love expand inside you. And then gently blow or breathe that love out into the world. Deep breath in. And sending that love out. One more time. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters can be wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. We release these words and we let it be. There is a peace God's child, God's holy child, gives us. Now, there is a peace God's Holy One gives us. Who uses only the vision of the innocent child of God finds a peace so deep and quiet, undisturbable and wholly changeless, that the world contains no counterpart. So that is a very, very powerful peace that it's speaking of. It's so deep and quiet and undisturbable and wholly changeless that the world contains no counterpart. There's nothing that can outdo this peace. And that is when we only use the vision of the innocent child. Comparisons are still before this peace. So comparisons disappear, become still, have no aliveness, have no life force in them. And all the world departs in silence as this peace envelops it and gently carries it to the truth. No more to be the home of fear. for love has come and healed the world by giving it the peace of God's eternal, guiltless child. And who doesn't want some of that? You know, I know for sure I do not want to be a home of fear, and I do not want to live in places of fear. I do not want to experience fear. I only want to experience love. And so again, we make this choice today. And I love that when we fully choose this, everything else falls away. The peace of your dear child is given us because it is your will that we be saved. This is what the divine wants for us. Help us today, but to accept your gift and judge it not, for it has come to us. Like we're the recipients of this beautiful gift. And let's say yes, thank you to it. We won't do a Rachel in Friends where she asks for the receipt all the time, or can I change it, please? Is it exchangeable? We actually decide to accept this. Apologies, I'm just making sure there isn't more to this lesson, and there's one more line. So the last line, for it has come to us to save us from our judgment on ourselves. And you know, our judgment on ourselves can be huge, and it can be so disturbing. And it can be what causes us to pick up weapons and to harm ourselves and to hurt ourselves and to sort of knock ourselves out of that place of peace, or to allow ourselves to not be aware or conscious of the potential for peace. So today, the peace of your dear child is given us because it is your will that we be saved. Help us today, but to accept your gift and judge it not. For it has come to us to save us from our judgment of ourselves. So what I would take into meditation from here is the awareness of all the peace that's available. But the sentence or the line that sticks out to me is, help me to accept your gift and judge it not. So as you move into maybe a sort of a prayerful meditation, take that prayer in with you. Help me to accept your gifts. Help me to receive your gifts with ease and with grace. Help me to allow all of this peace that is available to me to awaken in me. Help me be in absolute acceptance.